Hey, you guys. I just wanted to do a pop up video, just to keep one video a week. So here I am trying.
Back by popular demand.
So we wanted to tell you what we did this weekend, and it was pretty awesome. Um, I was amazed. Gary was amazed. The kids were amazed because, like, when we drove by, we saw it on the side, but we really never paid attention to it. And it was just kind of like, you know what? Let's stop this week. And I am so glad we did. I highly recommend this place. So if anybody, whoever comes down here, like, that's where we're going to take you because it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So it's called an ostrich farm.
It's Rooster Cogburn's Ostrich Farm.
And from the name, it sounds like, they're just going to show ostriches, right? Well, we walk in there and their prices are super cheap. So it's $12 or 15. 12 includes pretty much everything except the stingrays. And then 15 is everything with the stingrays.
Yeah, and you get to feed all of the animals there. So $12 includes the feed for like the turtles and everything except the stingray food.
Right. But I mean, super cheap compared to like other places that we've been to. So we walk in, we get our cup. Everybody gets a cup. And the first thing that we walk into are goats. So the kids are all like, "Oh my god, I've never seen a goat." Like they're over here excited and and I'm like, "Calm down, kids. They're just goats." So they're pretty like slow. When you put the food in your hands gets all slimy.
I cheated. I was holding the food up in the air and they'd be like, and I'd drop it in their mouth. That's how I did it.
Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Carol. Thank you guys for popping in. And so like that, the kids were like, like, "Oh my goodness, I'm feeding a goat." If you've had kids, you know what I'm talking about. They get overexcited and just like happy, like it's the best day of their life. And so like we passed the first set of goats, and then we go into the parakeet. And keep in mind that each session has their own little food. So we got to feed every little section of their areas. So is it parakeets?
Yeah.
The parakeets were next, and it was just fun feeding them with the little stick. And they had we have pictures. So
I had an idea. I can pop some pictures at the same time.
Right?
Let's see. There we go.
So there's the parakeets. All like beautiful colors. You have their blue and green and hey Dimples. And like super neat. Like I said, the kids were just like all for it. Like it was the best day ever for them. So then we go into, is it the turtles or the bunnies?
The turtles next.
So we got to feed the turtles.
I don't remember where they're at. I just passed them, huh?
Yeah.
There's a turtle.
So they gave you like a little, I don't know what you call those things, the little pincher.
The clothespin. So it's a clothespin with an asparagus stick. Mm-hmm. So you don't lose any fingers.
So they were like, "Oh, you can touch them, and usually you can purchase one, and they can outlive you."
Yeah.
So there's Gary feeding a turtle.
Somehow I kept all my fingers.
Hi, Bama. So yeah, it was.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's not good. We'll pray for you. Hope everything turns out pretty good.
No, she's working at the library.
Oh.
Handing out the masks and the COVID tests.
But I'll still pray for you. And so, like, so there's the turtle section. So there was like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, and they all had names like written right here. I don't remember this one, but they did have a Bowser turtle.
Yeah, we fed Bowser. And so then they told us to pet the back of the turtle, and that was like, I was like so nervous because I thought I was gonna lose my fingers because they move, so they're like looking at you, and then it growled at Gary, and I'm like, what is that? And so like.
No, that's funny, but no.
So that was pretty neat. I don't know how you're like.
It was weird. They opened their mouths so slow, real slow, and they're watching you, and then they're just. Then it comes down fast.
So that was pretty neat. So then we go into like they have the bunnies, and here we go again. Like kids super excited, like they've never seen a bunny before. And I'm telling you, I highly recommend everybody that is coming to Arizona. I really, really highly recommend this place. So there's Gary petting the bunny.
Mm-hmm. I was the only one tall enough to be able to reach over the side.
Yeah, my feet were dangling.
Yep, way too short. Even with the little step stool thing they had around the edge, it was still a reach.
So you can imagine, here's the pole. Here's the pole, and here I am, and I'm like dangling my feet.
Okay, now you can show.
So here's the side right there, and here I am, like my feet are dangling, trying to feed the bunnies, like that's the best visual I can give you guys. I was like, I hope I don't fall in here. So then we fed some ducks, and then more goats, and then the ostrich. Now those things were pretty scary because like super close, they would follow you, and they were ready to like bite down, like, and I'm like, oh my god, kids, like stay away. So we would try to feed them. We would run to one side and then run to the other, and they would follow you back and forth because of the food.
Yeah, they were way, way fast. So I ran with the bucket and was just pouring the food in their little trays, like right there. I just pour all the way down the thing, and then they would have it eaten before I got to the end.
And so like the kids are all laughing and just like running back and forth and just like trying to beat the ostrich from like going to the next one, but they were like super fast. So and then they had a kissing goat booth. Like you kiss the goat, okay? Like you put food on your mouth and you make.
And no, Bama, I did not kiss any goats that day.
And I was like, Gary, you should do it. Let's do it.
I have my limits, and my limits are before kissing goats.
That would have. I wanted to go live so bad. I'm like, do it, honey. I'll give you $1.
Dimples wants to know where it was, so I'm actually gonna pop it up on the internet on the other screen. So go ahead.
And this place is like 30 minutes away from us. So this is where we go hiking. I don't know if you guys seen the last video where we went to that mountain. It's really right close to it. Like I said, we kept seeing it, but we just kind of like, I don't know, it's just ostrich, nothing new. But we were super glad that we stopped that day. So, but yeah.
I'm bringing it up. And yeah, it's not that far from the house. It's right where we hike.
Yeah. And the prices, like, you can't beat $12 per person.
Yeah, they have Open every day.
But like, it's pretty cool. Even if you don't have kids and you just want to enjoy a day of fun, like, I highly recommend it. But like for us that we do have kids, and like, it was like we made our little kids like day. Like, it was the best thing that's ever happened to him. And like, we do stuff with them, but it was like you guys are the best parents ever.
Yeah, there's Bama's favorite spot. This is where you can
Kiss the goat.
kiss goats.
Oh, and I tried so hard for Gary to be like, "Come on, do it, hun."
Yeah, there was no way. And then Dimples, yeah. So right here is where we were trying to get on the mountain that day when we hiked.
Yeah.
And here's where we stopped, because you actually go down the mountain and then all the way to the top in one shot. So about this high is where I hid the waters on the mountain at, right behind. But that is where we go hike at. It's Picacho Peak in the background.
And then let's see what else. There was ducks. Their beaks felt soft, like when you were trying to feed them. So you had to feed them a certain way. Hey, Patrick. So you had to put your food in your hand, and then you had to make like a round circle, and then their beaks would go in here and munch the food.
More like blow all the food out the other side. I have no idea what just happened to our camera.
Uh-oh.
There it goes. It freaked out.
So then from there, we did races with the goats, not actual goats, but there was this little.
They didn't have a picture of it. Wait a minute. Let me see. Go ahead, and I'll try to find the picture.
So you would put food in a tin can, and then you would roll it up, and the goats would be up in the sky, like. And me, Gary, and the kids, we would like pull to see who was the fastest, and of course, Gary won because I felt like he cheated. Okay.
How did I cheat? I'm taller. I have more leverage because my arms are longer. There is no. Oh, there's kind of a picture of it. Let's see. So right here you can see the big belts with a wheel at the bottom, and they have little cups you put the food in, and way up here there's goats on the top of like a scissor lift, and they're just hanging out eating the food.
So after that, there was deers, and we fed the deers, and next to that was the stingrays, and that was pretty neat. So for $15, you got to feed the stingrays, and we did the 2 different packages. Yeah. But the stingrays, what you would put your food in the hand, and then they would suck it up. So they would make you put the food right here, and then hold it, and then put your hands underwater, and they would just suck it up just like that. It felt weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. And then we pet them for quite a while after, because they'd come by and they'd just go up to the edge and you could just pet them.
Yeah. So there was that. But the best part out of everything was, what are those? Like
those lorikeets.
Okay, because I was going to call them parakeets again.
And they said don't pet them, but do we follow the rules? They said they'll bite, and I was like, I can't feel my hand anyway. It's not gonna hurt. So
now we followed does Gary follow the rules?
They were freaking out. Oh, the bird's gonna land on me. Yeah, no, it was fun. Let me see here.
So they gave you a little cup of food, which you see in the picture, and you got to hold it. So lorikeets would take off the lid with their beaks, and then I don't know if
they like lick the
nectar.
Yep.
Yeah. So at one point, each kid had like 5 or 6 birds on their hands.
Or on their head.
Or on their head. So Gary was feeding one, and before we got in there, they're all like, "Oh, you need to be careful because when they poop sideways."
Yeah.
And so like we're all like, "What do you mean they poop sideways?" So Gary was holding one, and my daughter was like right next to him, and one shot out, like one of their poop shot out, and it almost
Like,
got my daughter like
right past her face. Because I was turning the birds like we're on my arm, so I was like turning my arm so that it was pointing the other direction, and it turned around and was like, and it went right past her face. She didn't even notice it.
And I'm like, oh my god.
And so the ones that they have at the petting zoos and everywhere that you can feed, they remove the stinger so that you can actually take care of them, feed them, or pet them. And they're like way friendly too. I'm sure they're still wild, but they're pretty domesticated, being in there all the time, being handled. But you put your hand in the water, and here they all come. They'll come by and like they'll give you a high five out of the water with their fin. It's really neat.
Yeah. Hey, Glamma. And so, like, yeah, that was the best part of it. I think that was my best, like, the best part of everything, where, like, it almost shot at my daughter, and I'm, like, laughing, and I'm like, let's not tell her that happened to her.
Yeah, we didn't even tell. Not even when we got in the car, and I wanted to be funny, but yeah, it was neat.
It was a cute little place, something that I recommend to like take the family, or if people ever come and visit us, that's one place that I want to take you guys. And so there's more parakeets, or I want to call them
lorikeet. And lorikeet sounds like a Dr. Seuss thing to me. Sounds so made up. Somewhere, and then.
So the best way they get you is you have to go through their like souvenir station.
Yep. Like all places, you have to go through the souvenir spot at the end, and they had just set these out for sale. And no, we did not get one. We thought about it.
We did. And we're all like, so then something came up on my mind, and I was like, oh my god, ostrich banana bread. Like, who would try it? I would try it. So I asked questions because, like, I'm pretty sure somebody's done it, around there. Like, were they bake? And they're all like, yeah, it's the best thing. And, like, not only 2, but, like, 3 people came, and they're all like, yes, it's, like, the best baking tool ever. Like,
yeah, it's supposed to be more fluffy, and I don't know. They said how to separate it out to portion it back to like a regular egg, but it lasts a long time.
Did you read your message?
Let's see. So I can bring this up, and I would come visit, but Gary has promised me to some goats, so now I have to hide. There's plenty of goats to go around for you.
You guys both can kiss a goat. How about that on live?
Or you can try to ride an ostrich if you feel like it.
And apparently you can ride an ostrich there. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see where you could, so maybe it was down there.
The lady told us that you could, but we weren't really looking for that, so we were just occupied with everything else that we were just too excited that we forgot at the end to look for it.
Yeah, Bama wants to see me ride an ostrich. I can picture it in my head, and it's scary. Legs flying, and it's just like it's got its wings going. I'm just trying to hold on, choking. The ostrich is like, that's the throttle. The harder you squeeze its throat, the slower it goes. Right, Bama?
That's what they Oh my goodness.
I too much. That was hilarious. Time to make some memes of that too.
But yeah, like I recommend. So no, I don't think you're gonna be ready to ostrich anytime soon.
I'd fall off, and that would be it, like right off the bat.
But yeah, that was our little weekend. That we.
Our little getaway.
And whoever thought 30 minutes, if we would have just stopped and said, you know what, like, instead of passing it, we would have known much sooner. But I'm really super glad that we stopped this week. It's on now.
No, I think he's trying to either he's booking a trip out here to do it, or he's making a picture of me riding an ostrich, and that's hilarious.
Bama, he got a turtle to go. I'm scratching
right here on their necks, like the only spot you can scratch them.
And I'm like, what is wrong with that turtle?
And it did. It opened its mouth and went. I was like, what just happened?
But yeah.
I don't even want to pop those up on the screen.
So what else was there? I think we missed the chickens.
No, we went to the chickens, but they're just chickens.
Yeah, well, no, like,
and all the city people were scared. I just put the food in my hand, let the chickens eat the food out, but everybody else was like, "Don't! They're gonna hurt you! Don't touch the chickens! Like, it's a chicken! It's
not gonna hurt you." He loved you a long time.
Longer than I'll be alive too, because they live to be over 100.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, and everybody was freaking out because you feed the animals and their slime gets all over your head, and I'm like, oh my god, my hands are dirty.
It just keeps going.
What do you have to say to that?
Nothing. I got nothing right now. That's all I got. She's chosen the Star Trek way. That's all.
I mean, who would ever thought that I'd fall in love with an alien? I'm sorry. But yeah, that was our week. We came back and then we just did more house stuff, and we're gonna clean the garage coming up soon. So lots of big projects. I look tired because I went to work this morning. And Gary's not there. No comment to that.
No, that's behind the scenes comment. I don't know what that. I'm scared to know what that's about. I might be alien. I don't know. I got different colored eyeballs. If that counts for anything.
There you go.
That seems logical.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dimples.
Thanks for coming by.
But yeah, let's see. Oh, the school got shut down yesterday. I guess there was a what was it? Leakage? Water leakage? Pipe leakage?
Yeah, the main water line to the school broke. And of course, we just got over that whole 2-week COVID thing where I got the school shut down. I was like, cool, kids have dropped off. We're going to make the 70-mile drive to Phoenix and go sourcing and take care of some other stuff early in the morning. And we get up there and it's like, why is the school calling right now? It was automated. Everybody has to get picked up. And then the teachers were calling over and over. I'm like, guys, we're on our way back from Phoenix. It's going to take us a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the main water line to the school broke. I think they drove over it and the ground was sunk where it was at, and they hit it with a truck somehow and ripped a hole in it.
Bama, you are right about that. Especially, like, we're always here and, you know, like, we need to take time. See, we're always busy because we're always doing stuff like this with, you know, our kids. And so, like, that's why it's hard to balance everything else, or we run out of time, is because we try to incorporate something every single day, which, whether it's at the park or just doing some arts and craft, or just hiking. But we're always doing something.
Are drawing funny pictures of me. It'll be a stick figure, and then so it's like this super little stick figure, and then this is the body, so and then here's the little legs.
So let me
because they tell me because I'm really round. Actually, here comes the picture now.
So this was drawn for me, and I'm the one in the middle, and then on the outside right here is Gary. Is it this one?
Yep. So there she is, and she's doing banana. I was told this is a banana bread picture, and that right there is our daughter, and that's me. And I said, what is that? And she said that I'm the banana bread shark, and that's why I'm so big. That's what I got told this morning. Jay, how are you? And can you explain how does that work? Just the two of us, and on top of that it says a week off. Took a week off, just 2 people. What is that?
Yeah. We can't even have 2 weeks. We can't even go out anywhere.
2 weeks. We don't make it. So we'll get tired and we're like, okay, go to bed. No, we got some stuff to do. So we finish whatever we're doing. We'll put Netflix on. And most of the time, she doesn't make it through like the intro to the movie. It says, whoever it is, Paramount, 20th Century Fox, or whatever it is. And then all I hear is snoring. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll watch whatever you were going to watch then.
I'm sorry. When you're working like from 7 in the morning all the way to 4 or 12, I have that. And then I come home and then I go pick up the kids if I have enough time to pick up the kids, or I help you package. From there, I make dinner or whatever needs to be, like the laundry.
We do.
Okay.
I did dinner yesterday because she cannot make spaghetti.
And I'm not saying, yeah, spaghetti I cannot make, so I'll admit to that. But then there's days where, like, you know, like the kids leave their toys, and oh my god, like something spilled. So then you got all that, and then they come home and it's mom, dad, like hold on, kids, like you just got home. Can we eat this? Can we eat that? So it's like constantly like, can we go to the park, or can we do this? And it's a lot of what. So by the time that we get settled, I'm burnt out. So we don't have that luxury yet to like take that 2 weeks off, or, you know, like spend that one day, because one time we did, and it was with our oldest, like we left him home. When are you coming back, Mom?
Oh, it's constant. It's like, are you serious, dude? Are you serious? Like, everybody's entertained at the house. Everybody has something to do. Everything couldn't be any more pre-gamed out for you. We're not even where we're going yet. What time are you coming home?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Everything was there for you. Everything.
And we leave them with everything. Enough food, like for a month. I'm just saying, okay? But like everything's stocked up. There's movies. I mean, everything you can think of. And it's like, when are you coming home? You have a time limit. And I'm like, when did this happen?
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's another problem is we've lived out here almost a year, and we kind of know our neighbors a little bit. That's
Mhm.
it. Everyone keeps to themselves, and I don't think there are any babysitters out here where we're at. We don't have anybody that we can rely on to
Yeah.
do something like that. We don't have any family here. We don't have anybody out here. It's just us.
And another thing too, like for me, I've heard too many scary stories that I would just kind of be like, okay, no, like I'll wait until they get older, or take the whole group. But yeah, that's our day. And we're lucky that we even get to spend time with you guys, like just now, with no, like, not having to worry about the kids, because like when we're doing auctions, yeah, they're great, and I go and run when like it's not my turn, and so I'm like, are you guys okay? Okay. And then run back over here.
Yeah, they've been really good about that. As far as they know that every day I get asked on the way to school, "Do you have an auction tonight? Do you have to do a live tonight?" Yeah, we gotta do it today. No, not today. Tomorrow. But they're really good about. They know that when we're doing the live, like, you got to stay quiet. You guys don't be jumping off of couches doing roundhouse kicks at each other. Like, just keep it calm, and then afterwards we do stuff with them.
As far as family, we don't live near around family,
At
so
all. Yeah, we have no family out here
like
at all.
it's just me and Gary. So if something happens to us, the other person has to take over. Like it's always been like that since we've been married. We kind of we've never counted on family because I don't know if they've just never been there for us, and that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, that's what do they call that? The rabbit hole. We won't go
Yeah.
down the rabbit hole.
But I am thankful that I have him and that he has me. Like, even though there's times where, as every couple, we have our problems, but at the end of the day, we're there for each other and we know what needs to get done. And we always tell the kids teamwork, like team. Like, if we do this together, we can outcome anything. And so, like, every single day, we drill them into their heads, like, you know, because we want to be better than our parents, and we want them to see, like, that. I want them to know that we're there for them regardless. Yeah. So, but yeah.
He wants to know how many kids we have, and I was going to.
Okay, calm down. We only have
3. 3, and at all times, usually 2 are here. So, yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Now, if you're including Gary, there's 4.
I'm fat. Let's make it 6.
And then we have our 3 cats.
Oh, and speaking of cats and eating, I was all excited. That peanut butter, chocolate chip, peanut butter, banana bread. I was like, okay, that's going to be what I eat for the day. I'm just going to down it real quick and get back to doing labels and invoices. I got one little bite out of it. I set it down and I forgot to close the door to my office. And I came back in, I don't know, like an hour later, and here's the cat. And I have a name for the cat, and I can't say it on here, but I have a name for this cat. And it's up here on my keyboard. And I was like, wait a minute. And all the bread was gone. There was a little bit on Kitty's face, and he was I couldn't catch him. I was like, forget it. That's it. But then I closed my door. But yeah, I was cat. That's all I can say. He didn't share.
Right.
Didn't
Oh
even
my
offer
goodness.
me a little crumble.
Not even a crumble.
Stupid cat.
But yeah, like when we say that we're super busy, is because we're constantly trying to incorporate the kids, trying to do lives, trying to keep everything even and uh not for the kids to feel that they're left out. And I think that was one of the things that was when we started doing this, that was one of my main concerns, because we were going to be like, "Oh my god, like how are we going to do all these many things?"
Yeah, we we finished the year out with like 2 shows a week
Yeah.
is where we finished our year out, and we had just started doing the lives, and now with this today, I think there's like 8 or 9 of them this week that we're doing, and a ton of auctions, and just yeah, it is tiring. I keep telling myself we're gonna take a break. Like I'm gonna take a break from doing them. I'm done for a little bit. I'll go back to eBay and be honest. What we haven't really maybe 5 6 items since Thanksgiving that we listed on eBay. It's been lives and auctions and now whatnot and everything else and just
And like he's constantly busy. With me, it's like, okay, get up, get the kids ready, go to work, and then from whatever time to usually it's 4 o'clock. Today it was 12, so it varies in the mornings. But it's like go, go, go. Or like when I was saying earlier, like there's times where we don't even get to eat, or it's like I got to eat a little bit of potatoes and then it's alive. So it's just like it's constantly running back and forth, and that's how our day goes. Like they're
yeah.
yeah. So when he says that I snore, I probably do snore. Like I don't feel like I do, but if he says I do, it's because I by the end of the night I am drained. Or me to make it through a whole movie, that's impressive.
Yeah. It did take 3 days to watch one Star Trek movie, but she kept knocking out just because she was tired. And then that happens, and I'm like, okay, she's asleep. Do I finish watching this? I sit there and I think, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've got a whole clipboard still of invoices to do. I'm like, all right, I got to get back in there on the computer and knock some more out. And then I do that and go, oh, I got to make the thumbnail for the next video. I got to make a thumbnail for this other show.
Mhm.
And it just, she's like, you got to cap it at 11. And sometimes it's really hard to cap anything off like that because it does keep going.
Yep. Because he's the type of person that's like, okay, keep going, 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 and then I can hear him in the back, like already stressing out, and I'm like, sometimes you do have to pull him away and be like, okay, like I said, go outside and take a soda, or go talk to the kids or something.
Yeah. And it's not just, I'm trying to think how, I'm tired, but I'm trying to think how to word this. It's not just that we do everything ourselves. So like we moved into the house, we were doing all this stuff. We remodeled the bathroom. We did it in a week, like the whole thing. She went to work thinking I was gonna rip the wallpaper down and paint, and that was it. And it didn't work out that way. The wallpaper was stuck straight to the drywall. So I got the saw out and I cut everything out and gutted it. And in a week, we had it completely redone.
Yep.
Or working on the cars or whatever it is. Like that's that's what I do. So why would I spend out here? I don't know what it is even. I know it's around $100 an hour to get your car looked at. I'm not doing that. Why would I do that? I'll spend half the time and just do it. I know it was done to me right the way that I've done it for years working for other people or for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But those are other things that people don't think about when they're doing when they see these reselling videos. Oh, all I have to do is buy stuff and resell it. And then no, like at least in our case, you got the kids, you got to take them to school. Before we moved out here, we were spending like 2 hours a day on the road
Yeah.
taking kids to school because they went to a different school district in another town. So there's a lot that goes on besides just, oh, hey, we resell and that's it. There's a lot of other things behind the scenes all the computer stuff, I'm gonna go. You say you can't swim, but I've seen you swim. I can't swim.
Yeah.
So she doesn't do the computer stuff all the way yet. And I can set this up, but I really don't know what I'm doing. There's so much to do that I don't know how to do, like all of it. So all of this is a learning thing for us that we're trying to get figured out, on top of just trying to run the businesses and everything else.
And it's going to get a lot tighter soon because, like, I feel like with work and now the new business, we're talking about like opening next year. So it's all that plus the baking. And I just feel like, oh my God, like, how are we going to do this? Like, but at the end of the day, he has my support and I have his. And that's what we, like, every day, that's what makes us go through, like, like we help each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our days. And no, it's not easy. And probably, yes, I do snore. And no, I don't know how to make spaghetti.
No, not a spaghetti maker, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can do everything else, like tostadas, tamales, pozole, you name it, I can do it for you. But 3 simple ingredients and I can't.
Nope.
Can't do it.
No, that is true. Oh, and Bama, if you're down for some hot bread, we got to get them dried. Mm-hmm. But somebody found local ghost chilies today.
5 cases.
As long as you don't throw any Star Wars goodness. Oh, I said Star Wars goodness. Hold on. I need a trash can real quick.
Calm down.
Okay, I held it in. Well, yeah, we've been like tonight. Like, okay, so like when I do the Tuesday nights, when I first started, I was like, okay, half hour, 45 minutes, we're good. And I've noticed that lately, because my mind is so wound tight of I got this to do, that to do, all this stuff, that I knock out everything I have to say. I feel like I'm taking my time, and I looked, I'm like, I've been in here for 12 minutes. There's 5 people watching. What do I do for any more time? I don't know. So it's hard. There's not even time usually to wind down to go, okay, and start on that. I just come in here, I'm like, I gotta go, and then hop in and grab another coffee or whatever, and I haven't even got time to finish the most awesome coffee ever. That's still from this morning. It's no good now. Yeah.
So let me give you a little story on that. So when we got together, he took me to Dutch Bros and I fell in love with it. We've been going for 8 years now. 8+ years. And the one thing that I did get disappointed was coming down here because like they always kept messing up our order. Like every single time that we kind of stopped, and I am bummed out about that because that was my number one coffee. I have, no joke, every sticker of every month. Like I literally have 2 bookcases.
Yeah. So on the first of every month and sometimes on the holidays, they'll put out a special sticker. And now, since we're down here and there's only that one within like 60 miles either way minimum, and it is horrible over here. We just go on the first and get the sticker, but if we ever go out of town, we stop and get coffee. But even when I was still working full time, we took a 2-week vacation, and our whole trip, it was 4,000 miles, was based around Dutch Bros Coffee and staying in a motel right next to one at every place and getting a sticker and something different at every one of them.
From like we even stayed near the corporate town. So that was pretty neat.
And this made me laugh. What you talking about, Willis? we've tried, which thanks for reminding me, whatever that means. She has the eBay one over there in her office. Right outside the door is another one. Everybody has a calendar. I don't know where mine's at. I don't know, but I have a calendar on the other side of the wall, and I was super proud. I was like, "Okay, here's when we're doing all of our auctions, all of our lives." And then she started doing her own lives. So this month, I've got to probably get another whiteboard so we can put them side by side. But I was amazed at how packed the thing was. And then we've been doing whatnot auctions and other auctions, and I don't even have those written on. I'm just going off of memory at this point. But yeah, it's a lot of events all the time.
Because then we do the farmer's market. And then there's days where the kids don't even want to go to the farmer's market because you have their baby tantrums. And it's like, oh my God, kids, come on. We have to do this.
Yep. I want to go help sell. I'm going to go help sell. And you're like, are you sure? Yeah. And they get there and it's a couple minutes in.
I want to go home.
And this is not banana bread, but it'll be like this. And it's banana bread. Get some banana bread. Mom, I don't want to do this. That's what we get. I'm like, oh my God, we can't go home. We can't. There's nothing we can do.
And they're like, believe it or not, they get super excited. And then when you get to them, like, Jesus, you guys sound like we're torturing you guys.
Right. And that's even if you're like, hey, we'll pay you guys for every one of these you sell. No, it makes it worse. And then when you go, well, we started with 50 of them, and guess what? You only have 6 left. So if you guys want to go home sooner, because we're going to stay till 3, but if you guys get rid of these, it's 11 now. You can sell all 6. We'll just go ahead and leave. And it's like, not even. Mwah, they don't want to at all. I've noticed that I just got the one for this show just a little bit ago too, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
So we do apologize. It was a super late notice, but I figured I'd just try one out just to keep for me to grow and have videos on there. So
the Pokemon cards, they're on your desk, aren't they?
Are they?
I think so. There was one that one pack I didn't get to send out today. What time is it?
So they are going to be sent out today because it's barely 2:19 here.
So as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go ahead and get the package down. There's a few that I didn't get out that are here, but I will get that sent out. I'll relabel it for you today with priority and get it sent out. That's what we were talking about, was how hectic everything is with all the lives and the auctions. And John Beck, the same thing. I got all of his. I was like, yes, I packed everything and sent this huge box because he's having me hold it. I sent everything and I was like, all right, everything's done. And then I got the next huge box out for Harley. I'm like, yes, because he had us hold it off because of the COVID thing. So we held it off. I sent everything. I was like, awesome. And then I go to the desk and grab a couple of little ones. I was like, wait, what is this? There were 6 Hot Wheels sitting there for John Beck. I was like, are you serious? Those wouldn't have added any weight because it was like, let's say 17.1 pounds. I was like, they wouldn't have even put it into an extra weight bracket. Another package to send out. So,
yep. Now, can we put you in a package and then maybe you'll end up in Hawaii? Free ticket.
I can, if you watch the video I haven't finished yet on how to build a crate to ship a windshield, I'll help you build one. We can send me to Hawaii on accident.
Fragile.
I think they kick around the fragile ones more, but just throw me in a sleeping bag with some pillows around my head. Let's go.
Let's go. No, because then they'll be like, are you home yet? The kids.
Right.
It's like they have a GPS tracking device on us.
and then throw a whole bunch of sealed banana breads in there with me, because we know they'll make it to Hawaii and all the way back across the country. So I'll be able, in my little box, and I'll be in there munching some banana
Munching
bread.
like a squirrel.
Yep, and then as soon as, and I'll have them drop me in front of some business or something, and I can unscrew the door from the inside and just get out. That would be hilarious.
No, because the kids will find us.
They probably would send me to Alaska or who knows, and end up in Russia or something.
With your luck. Hello. We're just talking about our weekend.
Yeah, and how hectic everything is, and if there's any new people that are getting into the reselling out there, to know that
it is not easy.
It's not easy, and there's tons of other stuff that's got to go on behind the scenes and everything. It's
that's how our day is.
It feels like when we were both working,
but 10 times worse.
That it was easier to go to work and come home and rush and pack packages and fly to the post office, or if I was lucky, catch the mailman in the Jeep and be like, here, they're done, take them. Than being home all the time, trying to do the lives, the YouTube, everything. It's yeah. But then we're always trying to get ahead, because we have all these projects to take care of, the building and everything else, that we can't slow down and take a break. And it's 7 days a week. I almost asked you if there's 7 days in a week. I was like, 7 days a week, or is it 11? I don't know.
And he's always telling me, do you know what today is? Do you know what today is? I'm like, yes, I know what today is.
I like doing that. When she finally did quit, she's like, I'll never forget what day of the week it is. And right before she went back, one day she asked me, what day is it? I was like, ooh, finally. Because you do forget. But yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. just our hectic life.
and to wind down for everybody out there.
Yeah.
Right? I'll pop these pictures one more time for everybody.
But yeah, if you guys are interested in ostrich banana bread, let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
She really wants to buy one of those eggs.
I really do, because my daughter says they look like dinosaur eggs.
And then we can tell her we're eating dinosaurs.
Is that the one that growled at you? The turtle?
I think Bowser growled at me, and that's a different one. No, it was this one, but I can't. Wyatt Earp. Yeah, he was grumpy.
He was grumpy.
I didn't even know you could zoom in on the pictures. But yeah, there was a bunch of them. And right there's the mountain. I think Dimples was asking, and I think I had the cursor on the other screen. So right there's where we were trying to get, and we made it here and stopped. And then I dropped the waters off like way down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day we'll make it up there.
One day. But yeah, it's all kid friendly. It's all really nice.
The employees are like really friendly and helpful, and and don't pet the lorikeets, because they'll bite you because they think you're taking your food. But
yeah, but
I still did.
But it is pretty nice that you hold their food and they come up and you have all birds on your hand. Like, that was pretty neat.
Just keep them pointed in the direction you want.
Because they do.
It's like a
slingshot sideways.
Yeah.
Their poo.
It's like a 3 to 5 foot when it goes. Yeah.
And I didn't believe it until I said it. I'm like, oh my God, it almost hit her.
And she didn't even see it. Just
Yep. That's pretty neat. So So how do I word this? Because I don't even know how. But I guess like where my dad lived. So he was working for 22 years, and literally he it's gonna sound strange, so that's why I don't know how to word this, but
Or save it for next time.
oh yeah.
And that way we can pop the pictures you do have up on the.
Oh
Yeah. See.
So see, now you're gonna have to wait. Damn. Like I almost said it.
And then you said oi.
Oi.
But on the next episode we can talk about that.
Yeah, because I honestly don't think you guys are gonna believe me, and it's gonna take another hour just to explain everything. Because he was shocked, and to me it was like they're just outside. Yes, that's why I made one today, because I didn't want to not skip a week, and at least it's not a set time yet, but I'm trying just to pop up a video. So that way I am constantly, every other week having one. So until I get everything scheduled out, it'll be a more permanent time. But This is not permanent. This is just running a hectic life. Okay, we have time now. Let's go do one now.
Right. And then, but Mondays they're pretty set, aren't they?
Yeah. But those are for the auctions. And hopefully I have to find a time with my motivational So I mean, everything's up in the air just with work and everything else, so we'll see. But right now I had time, so yeah.
Are you gonna video making some bread?
I don't know yet. I know a lot of people have been asking. He's been asking. I still get nerve.
Got it.
What?
Bam, are you still in here? Let me know you're still in here.
Why?
Because he said he wanted a hot bread. So now we gotta dry those. So you could have everything ready to go. And then you could video one or both of us adding the hot peppers to the bear to send to him.
Oh.
I'm thinking here, I'm trying to add to this. So yeah, we could do that. There you go.
Yeah. We just want to see it. I see, but my thing is like I want to do this right now because I feel like I still get nervous and I still get all like talking to the camera, and I know I caught myself today doing that, so I'm like, yeah. Or like if you see me, like I pick up on a lot of that. And I still get nervous. Like let me get a little bit more videos until I am more comfortable, and then we'll start the baking.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then having her on when I was doing the Monday auctions, I was trying to show her how to run StreamYard and everything and get more comfortable being on the camera and stuff. So I'll still be here for that, but more off to the side, running the mouse or the keyboard and helping out. But because last night we officially announced it that show is going off of my channel, and it's all you now.
Yep.
Take it away Mondays with special guests every week.
So yes, our next is Monday, and that's going to be with Dawn. So I'm kind of going to do this by myself, but don't quote me on this. But it's going to be like, okay, Gary, bye.
And I'll be sitting right here probably taking pictures of the next Whatnot video.
But I just want to inspire people that are scared, because it is scary. Like I am devastated of this camera for some reason. But I am trying, and I want to tell people that they can do it. Like that you're gonna have people that are gonna support you. And yes, you are gonna mess up, and I'm okay with messing up because that's the only way that I'm gonna learn. And so, yeah, I want to give that kind of inspiration. Like, hey, like she didn't start good, and she didn't know what this item was. Which, on like, if I'm out here, I can tell you the item, but when it comes to here, it's like, oh my god, I just lost all my words. Like, what do I say now?
Yep, like a full freeze up. It happens.
And so, like, everybody's different. Some people
Hey,
have it. Gary has it.
you sold one of yours. There you go.
There you go. But, like, just to encourage those people that want to do something like this, but don't have that push, like, that you can do it. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Yeah.
And we do appreciate it.
Yeah. Like, I think the first video for my birthday, like, I was even shocked that people came, and then I still get shocked. Like, just today, like, oh my god, people want to say hi, or they want to hear what I have to say, even though I mess up a lot. Like, I still get excited and tingly. But yes, you guys, thank you guys for coming by. It was really fun, and I'm like super excited that I got to share this weekend with you guys. So hopefully we have it at a better set schedule. So, oh, and come check out Gary later. I'm all pointing up.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry, everybody.
Today's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday. See what I mean? Look at that. It was not a squirrel moment. It's not. It's what is it? What is today? Come by tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. We'll talk about more of the business side of stuff and what's going on, and what I'm going to try doing tomorrow, which is I'm nervous about that. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully it helps people out. But that's all I'm going to say about it for now, or I'll just go into it. And I can't do that yet. Another hour. We can't do that right now. That is for in a few hours. Is it a few hours? 2.5 hours? 2 hours, we'll say.
All right. But thank you guys, and we'll see you guys soon.
See ya. Thank you.